Tonight we report on an arrest in a 2014 hit and run in Beverly. 3 Moses Lake residents face robbery charges, and St. Patrick's Day arrives early in Ephrata. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Big Bend baseball wraps up preseason play, and Moses Lake boys soccer turns back Ferris. Let's take a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. Overall, pretty quiet conditions across the area overnight tonight. There is an upper-level disturbance in the forecast. I'll bring you all the details in a few moments.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
A man wanted in connection with a 2014 hit and run was arrested Thursday. The Grant County Sheriff's Office and U.S. Marshals arrested Raimundo Juarez Garcia, a 23-year-old Othello man in the 300 block of East Elm Street in Othello. Juarez Garcia was allegedly driving a 2000 Nissan Maxima when he hit a woman walking on the shoulder of Main Street in Beverly on October 2nd, 2014. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, the victim was hospitalized and survived. Juarez Garcia was wanted for hit and run, DUI, and driving while license suspended in connection with the incident. The task force staked out the home for several hours. When they entered, they found Garcia hiding under a blanket next to the clothes dryer. CHS Sun Basin held its 4th annual Harvest for Hunger food drive and were out collecting donations over the weekend for local food banks. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
For the last 4 years, CHS Sun Basin has teamed up with Grant County Food Banks to help low-income families with their annual Harvest for Hunger. On Saturday, they were back out again at Ephrata's More Furniture to collect donations and cook up free hot dogs to support the cause. CHS General Manager Rob Kopczynski said the harvest yielded considerable returns for those in need.
Last year we did almost 500,000 pounds locally for the food that was donated to our local food banks, and then over $20,000 went to them. With some of the food banks, I know some of the local ones are really hard strapped with not having enough food, and cash money always goes well with them. So I think it's a big impact.
The food and cash donations collected by the harvest will be distributed to all the major food banks in Grant County over the next few weeks. In Ephrata, Devin Higgins for iFiber One News.
A dispute about a vehicle reportedly led to a robbery in a Moses Lake home. Prosecutors charged Sonia Jones, a 28-year-old Moses Lake woman, David Mendes, a 26-year-old Moses Lake man, and Mark Brown, a 34-year-old Moses Lake man, with robbery in the 1st degree and burglary in the 1st degree. Jones is facing an additional charge of assault in the 4th degree. Moses Lake Police initially talked to Jones at about midnight on Sunday when an officer responded to a report about a vehicle prowl. She allegedly told the officer her ex-fiance took her Jeep because he was upset that she was in a bar. Jones and her brothers, Mendes and Brown, reportedly went into her ex-fiance's home on West Mariner Lane. Jones' ex-fiance claimed they attacked him when they entered the house. The 3 claimed Jones' ex-fiance attacked her first, and they were defending her. The Grant County Sheriff's Office is hoping to restart a patrol canine unit to better protect communities. The Sheriff's Office has partnered with the Columbia Basin Foundation to seek donations for $122,000 to fund 4 canine teams. It's been more than 20 years since the Sheriff's Office has had patrol canines. The Sheriff's Office wants to use the teams to track criminals, find explosives, and locate missing people. Businesses or individuals looking to sponsor a canine can contact the Sheriff's Office. at 509-754-2011. People wishing to make a donation to the program can send checks directly to the Columbia Foundation. For more information on how to make a donation, contact the foundation at 509-754-4596. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be back right after this.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh-baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Good to be with you, everybody. I'm Ceci Gutierrez with your local weather report from the One News Weather Center. And it is brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. Let's begin with a quick look at your headlines. Overall, quiet and above average temperatures across the area. Overnight tonight, overall pretty quiet and pleasant conditions. But there is an upper level disturbance that will be to our south that could potentially bring a slight chance of rain to the immediate area and also some snow to inland northwest. But we are anticipating a warming trend as we head into mid to late week. Here's a quick look during the past 24 hours. Temperatures topped out around 59 in Ephrata, the low 35, and precipitation accumulation approximately half of an inch. And temperatures topped out around 60 in Moses Lake, lower 30s was the low, and around half of an inch of precipitation accumulation. Here's a quick look at the conditions right outside your door with partial sunshine, temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, the wind very light out of the east-northeast at around 11 miles per hour. Here's a quick look. Overall dry conditions across the area, increasing cloud cover overnight tonight, and inland northwest we notice some rain and some mixed scenario, and the snow confined to central and western portions of Montana. Now we're going to see that upper level disturbance as we head into this Tuesday, bringing us a slight chance of rain to the immediate area. But after that, conditions promising to remain pretty quiet with skies clearing up considerably as we head into this Thursday. But in the meantime, for this Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, we're expecting for pretty quiet weather, a slight chance of rain across the area. Tri-Cities with those temperatures flirting around the 60-degree mark, and Spokane around 50. Closer look across the basin, we're expecting for this Tuesday afternoon for those temperatures to remain right around the 60-degree mark. And to the northeast in the mid-50s, and to the west across Wenatchee around the 60-degree mark. Here's a quick look, and also a look at the extended forecast. Now those showers exiting the region as we head into midweek. Notice these temperatures in the mid to upper 60s will be flirting with the 70-degree mark as we head into Friday, wrapping up the work week with those temperatures well above average. Some cloud cover expected across the area, so warm and pretty quiet overall. Extended forecast across the immediate area. We'll be seeing temperatures remaining right around the mid to lower 60s as we head to the weekend. Good to be with you, everybody. This segment brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. Be right back with sports.
Hi. Hi, I see here on my glasses that it's your sales event.
Yeah, we have low APR financing and some great lease offers. Check out the bold new Camry.
Wow, that's really nice. I gotta get a closer look. Wow, there's so much stuff.
Careful.
If I could just see where I was going.
Right now, you can lease a new 2015 Camry for $199 a month with $750 lease bonus cash. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Now this is cool.
That's easy to see.
Toyota, let's go places.
Big Bend baseball dropped 3 of 4 games at Thompson's River at home over the weekend. The Vikings beat the Wolfpack 5-4 in the opener Friday. Miles Bigelow went 7 innings on the bump, giving up 6 hits and 3 runs while fanning 3. Former Moses Lake Chief Cameron Ball got the save. Big Bend trailed 3-1 at the end of the 6th and then rallied for 4 runs in the 7th to win it. The Vikings finished preseason play with 7 wins and 5 losses. Big Bend kicks off league play with a twin bill at Columbia Basin College in Pasco on the 25th of the month. Jasmine Jesse had 3 hits to lead Moses Lake softball past University 13-6 at Larson Field. The Titans jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. Vanessa Rodriguez tied it with a 2-out single in the bottom of the 3rd. Marnie Skinner got the start and the non-league win for Moses Lake. The Chiefs pounded out 15 hits and were able to overcome 6 errors in the lopsided contest. Moses Lake is back on the diamond at Larson Field on the 24th to open league play against Sunnyside. Moses Lake boys soccer beat Ferris 3-1 at Lions Field Saturday to move to 2-0 in non-league play. Eric Hollenbaugh put the Saxons on up top 1-0, 20 minutes into the fuss. The Chiefs' Ren Riley leveled the match at the 35th minute. Saul Marcial found the back of the Ferris box for the clincher at the 55-minute mark. Moses Lake wraps up preseason play at Lewis and Clark Tuesday. The Chiefs begin their quest for a 2nd straight trip to state when the team opens league play at home against Sunnyside on Friday. Well, 2 teams from the state of Washington have made the big dance, and it's not the UW or Wazoo. The Gonzaga Bulldogs and Eastern Washington Eagles will be representing the state. The Zags are the 2 seed in the South region and will take on 15 seed North Dakota State. That game will be played in Seattle at the Key Arena Friday night. Tip-off is set for 6:50. Eastern Washington wrapped up its berth after beating Montana in the Big Sky tournament. The Eagles will be a 13 seed in the South region, taking on 4 seed Georgetown. That game will be played Thursday night in Portland, Oregon. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about an annual St. Patrick's Day celebration at the Ephrata American Legion on Saturday that featured classic Irish food and music. Reporter Devin Higgins was there and has the story.
When Irish hearts are happy, All the world seems bright and gay, and when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'd steal your heart away. I think you all have Irish eyes, don't you?
It was Shamrocks and Leprechauns from wall to wall at the Ephrata American Legion Saturday night as Art Semro Post 28 hosted their annual St. Patrick's Day dinner and auctions. Local veterans and their families turned out to enjoy a full spread of Irish food courtesy of the Legion's auxiliary, including the classic corned beef and cabbage. The festivities also included an auction of items provided by Legionnaires, with the proceeds going to the American Legion Boys and Girls State. Post Commander Mike Montani said the program helps students get hands-on experience in the workings of government and public service.
Boys State and Girls State are similar programs. The most obvious difference is the names. One's for girls, one's for boys. It's a week-long course in state government. They develop their own government from the city, county, and state. All the offices, Supreme Court, House, Senate, the whole deal. And they run their own government for about 4 days. They pass bills, they sue each other, the sheriff arrests people, and they run the whole thing. There's about a dozen or so Legionnaires kind of standing around, kind of nudging them in the right direction from time to time, but pretty much we just watch them and they do it themselves.
No St. Patrick's Day is complete without Irish music, and 86-year-old Father Seamus Kerr provided it. A native Irishman who attended seminary there before coming to Grant County in 1961, Montani said Father Seamus has been a favorite of the Legion for a number of years.
Father Kerr has been coming down here for 5 or 6 years now. He is our local Irishman. Just last fall he moved to East Wenatchee so he'd be closer to medical facilities. The man is 86 years old. But he comes back, he loves it, and he comes back and sings for us, tells a few stories, and has a good time. His voice isn't what it was 15 years ago, but that's okay. We love him anyway.
Along with the auction, Legionnaires also got to take home raffle prizes and a jackpot if they could successfully guess the way to the Blarney Stone. In Ephrata, Devin Higgins for iFiber One News.
We'll be right back after this.
Have you been to iFiber1.com? The most up-to-date news in the Columbia Basin is just one click away. With news, sports, and weather, you can stay in the know with what's going on in your community. Read your news on the go by visiting iFiber1.com on your tablet or even your phone. Follow us on Facebook for quick updates and discuss the news with others in our area. Your number one news source in the Columbia Basin is iFiber1.com. Check it out today. What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Welcome back. A Moses Lake man who took his shoes off to burglarize a home is serving 7 months in jail. T.J. Harmon, a 21-year-old man, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to attempted burglary in the second degree. Prosecutors initially charged Harmon with residential burglary, but the charge was lessened as part of a plea agreement. Chief Deputy Prosecutor Alan White said Harmon was heavily under the influence of drugs at the time of the incident, and a jury might believe Harmon didn't intend to steal anything before entering the home. Grant County Superior Court Judge Evan Spurline sentenced Harmon to 7 months in jail and $527 in restitution. The two victims, a husband and wife, returned to their Boulder Crest Road Northeast home in November 2014. The woman found an unfamiliar pair of shoes near the door and Harmon hiding under a desk. Harmon fled and was arrested at his Boulder Crest Road home. He told investigators he had taken Xanax earlier in the day. A Frontier Middle School Science Olympiad team captured the Eastern Washington Regional title, and 2 teams qualified for the state finals. The Moses Lake School sent 3 teams to the regional tournament at Spokane Community College on March 7th. The blue and white teams and the Warriors competed in 23 events, including wheeled vehicles, robots, air cannons, bottle rockets, along with knowledge-based events covering anatomy, biology, criminology, and physics. The Warriors earned the overall first place award. The blue and white teams finished 5th and 6th, respectively, and also qualified for the state tournament. Due to tournament bylaws, which allow only 2 teams from a school to advance, the white team conceded their spot to the 7th place team. Frontier science teacher and Olympiad coach Jay Lautherbach said he was proud of his teams, especially with how many younger students took part. Representative Dan Newhouse's staff members will be available for questions or comments on federal issues during his mobile office hours Tuesday in Moses Lake. Newhouse's staff will be available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Moses Lake City Council chambers at 401 South Balsam Street. No appointment is necessary. The mobile office hours are held monthly throughout Central Washington. Newhouse can also be reached at his Yakima office at 509-452-3243 or his Washington, D.C. office at 202-225-5816. In Northwest news, the University of Oregon wants to make sure its students are protected after a 5th student has been diagnosed with a bacterial infection that could lead to meningitis. Reporter Sid Dutcher has the story.
Students, if you have not had a vaccine yet, please get one. That's the important message for our student body to hear.
A mass vaccination clinic Friday night set up less than a day after the University of Oregon was notified that a 5th student was diagnosed with meningococcemia. U of O hopes that hundreds of students living at the Capstone complex at 13th and Olive, where the student lives, take advantage of this off-campus clinic.
I know there's a lot of students that live here, and so it gives us an opportunity to just walk outside and get something that we probably should have gotten in the beginning.
This latest case was announced Thursday night. The male student was diagnosed with the bacterial infection that can lead to the potentially deadly illness, meningitis.
For whatever reason, he was in much healthier condition when he went into the hospital than what we've seen with some other cases.
Even so, the university believes the student is still in the hospital. Just last week, the university hosted 2 on-campus MaxVax clinics. They say more than 8,500 students have at least started the series of shots, but clearly the illness is lingering.
I think the more students that get vaccinated and the longer time out after those vaccinations occur, then I would expect that would really start to reduce the number of cases that we would see.
Since January, 5 students have had confirmed cases of meningococcemia, and for one of them, it proved fatal. This is the first case since student athlete Lauren Jones died from the illness, and students say they are taking this 5th case very seriously.
It's always in the back of your brain that there is this going around Eugene, this is going around the student population, so it's a little bit scary.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.